Hello children, myself Suchasmita Malik. Today I am going to teach you a new chapter on English grammar. So children, today we are going to read chapter 4 of your English grammar, that is subject and predicate. So children, your chapter 3 is not there in your syllabus. So I have not done it. So chapter 3 is not there in your syllabus. So you need not have to read it. We will do chapter 4 today. Okay. So children, your chapter 4 is subject and predicate. That is your chapter 4. All of you see or look at your page number 17. So let's begin our chapter. In your previous classes, children, you have already read about sentences. So what is a sentence? Sentences are group of words that are written in a certain order. So now all that sentence are divided into two parts. Okay. So all sentences can be divided into two parts. The person, place or things we speak about is known as naming part. And the second part is what we say about the person, place or thing, or the doing part, we can call it. So a sentence is can be divided into two parts. One is the naming part and the second one is the doing part. So the naming part is known as subject and the doing part is known as predicate. Now let's see how we can identify subject and predicate. Okay. So children, see. All sentences can be divided into two parts. The person, place or thing we speak about are known as naming part. What we say about the person, place or thing is known as doing part. Suppose there is an example given. See, I am going to Kolkata by train. So I is the naming part and am going to Kolkata by train is the doing part. So naming part is I. And about the person or about that person, it is told that he is going or he or she is going to Kolkata by train. It is the doing part. Now see children, we have to study the sentences carefully and we have to see which are the naming part and doing part. Here are some sentences are given. So we have to read this following sentences. So India is an Asian country. So India is a naming part, is an Asian country is a doing part. My mother is a housewife. My mother is a naming part and is a housewife is a doing part. Ravi and Amit are my classmates. Ravi and Amit are naming part, are my classmates classmates are doing part. That man was going to see the fair. So that man is the naming part and was going to see the fair is a doing part. The boys played very well. The boys are naming part and played very well are doing part. So the naming part of the sentence is known as subject. The subject refers to the person or thing that does the action. So children, what do you mean by subject? Subject refers to the person or things that does the action. Okay. So the naming part of the sentence is known as subject. So these are all subjects. India is a subject. My mother is a subject. Ravi and Amit are subjects. That man subject. The boys are known as subjects. So naming parts are called subject and naming parts refer to the person or things that does the action, or the subject refers to the person or things that does the action. Now what is predicate? The doing part of the sentence is known as predicate. So children, these are the predicate part. Doing part are known as predicate. Like is an Asian country is a predicate. Is a housewife is a predicate. Are my classmates are predicate. Was going to see the fair is a predicate. So these are all predicates. So doing part is known as predicate and naming part is known as subject. Subject refers to the person or thing that does the action and the predicate refers to the rest of the sentence beginning with the verb. So remember children, one thing in your mind, the predicate refers to the rest of the sentence. After subject, the rest of the sentence with a beginning which is beginning with a verb. Suppose, see, India is an Asian country. Okay, look this example, all of you look. India is an Asian country. So India is the subject. Okay. Is an Asian country is the predicate. How is an Asian country is the predicate? Because the first word India, it will go into subject, and the sentence which the remaining sentence that starts from the verb is a helping verb. So is a verb. So the sentence starting from verb is known as predicate. So the predicate refers to the rest of the sentence beginning with a verb. Thus it is clear that a sentence has two main parts. One is subject and the other one is predicate. The predicate, the subject is the first part and the predicate begin with a verb in the sentence. So see, now what we have to do, we will do our exercise, okay? So see, number A, divide the following sentence into subject and predicate. So what we have to do, we have to divide the sentence into subject and predicate. See, I have written here, I shall not be at home tomorrow. So I is the subject and shall not be at home tomorrow is the predicate, because shall is a helping verb. So from shall we will the rest of the sentence is known as predicate. Kavita is my elder sister. Kavita is the subject, is my elder sister is predicate. Birds fly high in the sky. Birds is the subject, fly high in the sky is the predicate. Okay, because fly is a verb. So the sentence which we starts from a verb, suppose see birds, it is gone under subject part. Now from fly is a verb, from fly to the end of the sentence it will become a predicate of the sentence. Okay. Now see children, my parents have gone to Simla. So my parents is subject and have gone to Simla is predicate. The girls are singing and dancing. The girls is subject, are singing and dancing is predicate. Most boys like cricket. Most boys is subject, like cricket is predicate. Because you see children, I have underlined the predicate from in each sentence. I have underlined the predicate from the verb where the sentence starts from the verb. So have is a verb. So from have till the end of the sentence it's a predicate. From suppose are is a helping verb, and from are only I have underlined the sentence and I have named it as predicate. So remember one thing, in predicate we have to see where the verb is beginning. So the sentence which begins with the verb, the sentence beginning from the verb is known as predicate. So where the sentence begins from the verb, we will name it as predicate. Okay. Now Archana is an intelligent student. Archana is an intelligent student. So Archana is the subject, is an intelligent student is a predicate. Humpty Dumpty sat on wall. Humpty Dumpty is subject and sat on a wall is predicate. Bread and butter is my favorite breakfast. So bread and butter is subject and is my favorite breakfast is predicate. The sun shines brightly. The sun is the subject and shines brightly is the predicate. Because science is a verb. Is a verb. Sat is a verb. These are all verbs. So that's why I have underlined the sentence from the verb to make it a predicate. So always remember, a predicate starts with the beginning of the verb. Predicate of the sentence starts with the beginning of a verb. So where the verb is present, from that word till the end, the sentence will be named as predicate. Okay. Now see, here in the box I have written the subjects and predicate. What I have underlined here, I have written all this. See. So you have to write in your English grammar book with a nice handwriting. All of you write it in a nice handwriting. Okay. Now let's see the second part. Let's see the second part. Look at the picture and form sentences. Use the pictures from box to form subject and pictures from box B to form predicate. So here some pictures are given in box A and some pictures are given in box B. So what we have to do, we have to look at the pictures and we have to form the sentence. Okay. Now see, an elephant has a trunk, because in this picture elephant is given, and in this picture the trunk of the elephant is given. So it is given an elephant has a trunk. A giraffe has a long neck. So see, in this group A or in the box A, giraffe picture is given, and in box B the neck of the giraffe is given. So I have written a giraffe has a long neck. A monkey has a tail, has a long tail. A camel has a hump. A tiger has stripes because see here the face of a tiger is given, and in box B the skin of the tiger is given and striped skin is given. So tiger is having a striped skin, means he is having this type of like a zebra skin he is having, like a striped skin he is having. So I have written a tiger has stripes. A camel has a hump. Okay. A monkey has a long tail. A giraffe has a long neck. An elephant has a trunk. So you have to write like this. Now see page number 19. All of you look at your page number 19. Joy drill. C number is given. What is given? Connect the subject with predicate ovals to make complete sentences. The first one is done for you. So children, the first one is done for you and the rest I have done it. Okay, see. This is a boy. The boy who likes English finished earlier. Okay. This one is bat. The bat. So see children, this one is bat. So bat with the long handle did not break. Now the third one is, here is a girl. Okay. So the girl with the purple shirt is the tallest one. This is a dog. So dogs that is barking, dog that is barking is very dangerous. Now this one is book. Book with the word meanings is a dictionary. Now this is a car. Car he drives is very expensive. So see children how I have done. You have to do it. Okay. You have to match this subject with the predicate. What you have to do? You have to match the subjects with the predicate. Predicates are present in the oval shapes and the subject is also present in the oval shape with a yellow color. Okay, these are the subjects and these two boxes are predicates. So first one you have to match and the rest others you will match it like straight. See. So thank you children.